Hello clarinet players, I am recording this video for our 6th grade clarinets as well as our 7th grade clarinets. One of the most important skills on the clarinet as you get a little bit older is playing over the break. So Mr. Resnick and us in the 6th grade band have a sheet for you. We put it in Google Classroom. It is under and over the break drill sheet. So I'm going to talk through it a little bit. I'm going to play through some of this and hopefully this can help you out a little bit as you learn to play over the break. But the very first thing I want to do is talk about notes. So as I set my clarinet up here, we all know our note C, thumb, 1, 2, 3, and no other fingers on the right hand. Our first skill is going down with our right hand. So if I add my finger to C, I get B flat versus B natural. So B flat here, B natural here. So I'll go C, B flat, A, G, F, and that is my right pinky on the top, or on the bottom, bottom front key. You'd have to find it on your clarinet, and then E, F. So again, C, B flat, A, G, F, and then while I hold my right pinky down, I'm going to take my left pinky and hit the inner key. That sounds just like this. And if you are a visual learner, that's actually measure 3, 4, 5, and 6 of that very first line. So the first line of this drill sheet actually has you play all your low notes, but you can't do that until you can get them to speak. So I have always taught our kids to work on stepping down. Every time you put your clarinet together, before we start rehearsal, it's a good idea to just work on getting all those right hand fingers into the cups and then putting your pinky on the right spot. And then after you get good at stepping down to that low F, try to see if you can start on it. So if I can make that sound, then I want to start on it. Now I could play, again, looking at this sheet, all the way from left to right. So I'm going to start out with my right pinky down and go all the way up to C, and then add my fingers back and go back down. So if I play that, it would sound like this. So I'm using a lot of air, especially the lower that I go, but what I'm not doing is I'm not squeezing my fingers really hard to get them into the cups. You'll find that as long as you can get them to make a seal, they will sound all right. So again, F, G, A, B flat, C, B flat, A, G, F, and then holding this pinky down, E natural to F. So that is our lower sequence. Okay, so now all of this low playing that we're doing is very important because we're unable to play our higher notes over the break if we can't get good sound down low. So we have to spend that time playing lower at our instrument to end up playing higher. So when I look at this sheet, it's important that you do have it out either digitally, in a window, or you have the sheet right on your stand. For the people in class for in-person school, we're making our clarinets keep them right on their stand. The beauty of this sheet, let's see if I can do this upside down, is that the note up here is the exact same fingering as the note directly below it. So the note F, the low F that we just spent time playing with our right pinky, is actually the very same fingering that you will use to play our high C. The only difference is that we have to make our thumb do twice the work. So instead of just covering that back hole, now our thumb has to cover the back hole as well as push this register key right here. So I'm going to cover the back as well as pushing that key. Now I can play all the notes that are on the second line of this sheet starting on C using the same fingerings. So for clarinetists, you're going to have to learn that the fingerings that we play down low will also be the fingerings we play up high. So if here's my low F, if I don't change anything but then I sneak my thumb up and press this key, hold it open, still keeping the seal, then I get this note, which is our note C. That's our note, one note. We play it every day for rehearsal, but now we're able to play it over the break. So C, D, E, F natural, G, or 1, 2, 3, 5. So if I play that, the second line of this, again, I'm keeping my thumb covered on the back as well as pushing the register key down at the same time. So here is the second line of that sheet. And again, don't have to push really, really fast there. I do need to keep my corners firm to support the note. In that last switch at the end, I have my C here, and I go from C to B natural to C. That is the same fingering as low F to E to F. Now, for clarinet players, we spent a ton of time learning that B flat in the middle line on the treble clef is played like this, your A key plus your register key. But we have to be beyond that now. B natural is played just like this. So when we go up the scale from, let's say, C, and that note that I just ended on was B natural over here, and then I go to C. If I play the whole scale again, to use that note. So we're going to end up using B natural quite a bit more. But it can be frustrating to try to just play B natural. So the order of steps would be to step down, play your low notes, try to play your high notes. And then once you have that, then you can move from A natural, which is just rolled A, to B natural, which is all these fingers down. That will take some practice for sure, but the best way to do it is to play off of this sheet and spend the time on it. For our middle school clarinets, we recommend now that every time you play the warm-up, your long tones, you start on your C, just like this. All 6 fingers down, thumb, register key, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bottom front key, so that you can play your long tones above the break. C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. Cool, and then finally for one more thing, at the end of this sheet, just for fun and as a fun way to work on your over the break notes, I wrote out the notes for Seven Nation Army. It's actually in the same key, excuse me, that our high school kids playing in, and it uses all the notes that you find on that second line. Good luck to you. It does take some practice, but just like anything else, the more that you play it, the easier it becomes. I'll post this, like I said, on our YouTube page, and we'll link it in our Google Classroom. Refer to this anytime you need, if you need some extra explanation on how to play over the break. All right, that's it.